So public goods are goods and services that are not excludable and non-rival. Okay, so the non-rival part is important because we do not have an overconsumption problem when it comes to public good. Right? But the problem with public good is if everybody can benefit from public good, then who should pay for it? So the classic example, right, are lighthouses. Right? Who should pay to build the lighthouse? Because once you build it, then every ship or boat could use the lighthouse. Right? Things like, for example, ocean cleanup or vaccine research. Right? Well, given that the vaccine research is there's no patent on it, right? Or ocean cleanup, everybody benefits from somebody cleaning up the ocean. So we call this the free riders problem. Right? A person who received the benefit of the good but avoid paying for it. And because of the free riders problem, public goods or private market do not have an incentive to supply the good. Then it is up to either the government or charitable foundations to supply the public good because there is no profit to be made. Right. So the government can provide the public good such as national defense, NPR, public research, and they can pay for it with tax revenues. The public good is a justification for taxes. Right. Then that way, once you have the public good, then everybody can benefit from it. And since public goods are non-rival, there's no overconsumption. The problem is which public good to fund. Right, measuring the benefit and deciding if the government should fund the public good is difficult. All right. Now, so how do you determine which one to fund? First, we start with the idea of social benefit. The idea of social benefit is very straightforward. You simply take the benefit a good brings to everybody, then you aggregate the benefit. So, for example, let's suppose that in our society there's only two people, Doug and Sasha. Right? And here we have 10 acres, so it should be 10 over here. All right, so for example, for Doug's marginal benefit of 10 acres of forest is $5. Okay, so then for Doug, if the forest were preserved, then this upper triangle here will be the total benefit for Doug. And for Sasha, the marginal benefit is $2. So then for Sasha, the total benefit will be this triangle. Then what's the social benefit of preserving 10 acres of forest? Well, we simply add those two triangles up, right? Or add those two curves up, we get the marginal benefit of 1 plus 2. All right. Now that's pretty in theory that's pretty straightforward. However, in practice, that's going to be really difficult. Why? Because public goods don't have prices, right? So then it's very difficult to estimate the benefit and the cost as well. Right? So cost and benefit analysis that's used to decide whether or not we should fund public goods are very imprecise. Right? And the efficient management of public goods is going to be incredibly difficult because of that. So in Chapter 7, we'll dig a little bit deeper about regulatory impact analysis, which is a cost and benefit analysis that EPA uses. Okay, all right. But however, we still need the government to supply public goods, but notoriously, right, some of the public goods, are notoriously overfunded, right, and extremely wasteful. So what's the best example of that? National defense, right? National defense, we all agree we need national defense. However, it's extremely expensive. This is from 2014, 748 billion. I think is more than double by now. Okay, and but the question is, right, how much do we really need to spend on defense? Okay. And even research, right? Basic research. There's quite literally an infinite amount of projects and things that we could research, we could hire scientists for. But which one should we do, right? And which one should we provide funding for? Okay. All right. So that's the issue with that's the issue with public goods. And like I said, in Chapter 7, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into cost and benefit analysis. Okay, now let's look at common property resources, aka tragedy of the common.